Bruce, the Boston Bruins are going to the Stanley Cup Final. How's that sound?
They are. I just witnessed it. It sounds great. Listen, you play for this moment, opportunity, and here we are.
This has been the season of next man up. Late today, we find out Zdeno Chara can't go, and John Moore comes off the bench and does a really good job. Connor Clifton continues to play well. This team is astonishing in how it has become interchangeable supporting parts.
Yeah, it's a pretty selfless group when it comes to the accolades and whatnot. They just want to go out and play for one another. Chris Wagner the other day, great block shot. Guys wanted to pick him up. Torrey Krug had to man a few more minutes back there tonight, and there's always questions, could he handle? He's really proven that he can play against good players every night, still run the power play, doing a great job for us. So you're right, it seems like whoever we lose, we plug another guy in there, play the system, guys play for one another, and that's what you're most proud of, right? The way you close out games. We never gave him a sniff, and when we did, Tuukka was there for us.
Carolina led the league in shots on goal, shots attempted. They were an analyst's dream in terms of analytics. You held them to about 30% below their normal output. What was the key to that?
Well, we're a good defensive team for one, so we're pretty good against most teams. I think staying out of the box for the most part. Tonight we're good at that. And then I think they go low to high a lot. They're very reliant on their defensemen, the Slavins, Hamiltons, Pesci. So, we have a game plan when it goes low to high, how we can box out, how we can take away seams. So you're forcing shots through people from distance. So a lot of them don't land on net. We're willing to block shots. So I think that was the biggest key for us. They weren't able to get into the slot area and get those, those good kind of bang-bang plays where a goalie has tough time controlling his rebounds. So I think that was, part of our strategy. It is most nights against anybody, specifically teams that use the points a lot.
These three series, people always talk about matchups in the playoffs. Three completely different styles of hockey. Maybe Carolina was a little bit of a hybrid between Toronto and Columbus, but three distinct challenges, and your guys find different ways to win in all three series.
Yeah, I think we're a little underrated as a team that can skate. I really do. I think there's that history of the big bad Bruins. Certainly we're willing to go prove that with Columbus. We'll go toe-to-toe with the physicality. We can take a hit, keep our discipline, give a hit. Play any way you want, but I do believe when we want to skate, we saw that against Toronto. It took us a little bit, and then Carolina's a good skating team. So, that's just emblematic of our team. We got guys that can play it any way that the temperature of the game goes. So, good for us. We've drafted young skill. We've drafted character. We have veteran character for the young guys to learn from. So it's a good combination for us. These guys, the core guys have been there, Jack. You know that. They've been there, and they're sensing it. Guys like Backus, who've worked real hard to get there, his whole career now is in. So Johansson, who's been around for a while, Coy, those guys were key contributors as well and had the urgency. So as you say, it takes a village, and we were able to do it with everybody.
Finally, Tuukka Rask.
Well, Tuukka's been in his zone. Tonight was probably one of his easier nights. In terms of how we played in front of him, I thought, but still, he's always there for us if there's a breakdown. Outstanding the other night in the first period until we found our game. That was a big turning point. I think they went into the first period intermission going, geez, what do we got to do to score on this guy? All of a sudden, we get our legs in the second and off we go. So he's been rock solid. I'm happy for him. He's a great person. He's a great goaltender, and hopefully, this layoff doesn't hurt the zone he's in right now.
All of New England and a lot of parts of Canada have Stanley Cup fever for the Bruins. Congratulations.
Thanks. We're really looking forward to it.